Welcome back to Mitford Pottery. This video we are going to do a teapot. Now, I've done teapots in the past, but they were always really very small, like basically 1 cup ones. So we're going to use a bigger bit of clay. I've been doing a bit of research and there's a new one I've seen, so I'm going to attempt it. And it utilises a reverse outside gallery, which you make the inside gallery, lid, spout, etc. So we're going to give it a go. We will move the camera so we can see what's going on. And 3 items. So you got your body. So we're going for, well, it's just over £2, so it's 1.3 kilograms for me. So this is going to be our body. So it's going to be round about so high, sort of about 6 inches high, and then we're going to attempt this external gallery, which you convert to an internal gallery. So that should be fun. So we got our water, we got our camera, we got our lights. Can we see? We've got a bit of light on the matter. Got my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. So let us begin. So this is back to my normal ES5. Oh, it's terrible light in that, isn't it? That's gonna I'm gonna point that up. So it cast a bit of light. That's better. I'm gonna get too many shadows. Yeah, so ES5. This is what I've done in a previous video, but it was too cold, so it's been warming up in the house. So it's not like throwing a block of ice. So as always, we are going to centre. Get that as best as we can. That's it, so centred. Where's my sponge? Keep on top of the water. Right, so centred, so we're going to break in. I do like throwing with this clay. It is really, if you prepare it well, it's really nice and soft. So now I want a decent base on it. So where's my pin tool? Where's my pin tool? There's there. So we'll check this. Looks a bit thick to start with, but we'll so yeah, I want to go a little bit thinner with that, about 1 centimetre, because I do want to carve a little bit of a foot on it. So before we get too wide, we will open that out, flatten that down a bit. Right. I want to open it out now. I'll stretch that clay out. So I'm thinking, how's the base of my teapot? So I'm thinking about there. So that's our base. So I'm going to curl that in and slow the wheel. Now what we want to do when we do our lift, we want to keep it really tight at the top, like a volcano. So first lift relatively quick, and we're probably looking at about a centimetre or thereabouts thickness at the top at least. Right, what we got? I need my sponge on a stick soaking ready. So we'll get this water out so we can see what's happening. Right, so I think we'll slow the wheel a little bit. We'll do another lift. Relatively thick, and just bring that in like so. So that's we're going to shape that in a minute. Now we want to compact the top. So what we do, we form the gallery on the outside, then we lift it again, and as we lift it we tip it in, we invert it. So I've watched the video a couple of times, so anything could happen. So we want a nice sharp edge, and our new Mud Tools ribs are just the job for that. It's got a nice corner and a rounded edge. So what we want to do is put some water on there so it doesn't catch. So we're going to split the clear here. So we'll rest on the wheel. I'll slow that a bit actually. So we're going to split that in half. I think I want to go about a centimetre, like so. Like that. And what we are going to do, we're just going to tidy that edge up a little first. Alright, that's that. Put some water on that edge. And what I want to do is just round that off. Where's our sponge? So we're going to lift this bit again, and then when we get that we're going to start to tilt that in. That's the plan anyway. Whether it works or not, we will find out in a minute. So hand inside. So I'm not going to go out too much yet. So we get into that. Now we should be able to invert this somehow. How did he do it? So we push that over. Alright, it's starting to work, so that's going the other way now. So we want to keep going. And now it's getting inside, so just going to widen that a bit. Get to there, tip that over. Like so. So now I've got to get my hand in, which I can't, so I'm going to use a wet sponge. So I'm going to use this as me to push the clay out, just to belly it out a bit, because I don't want it to look like a coffee pot. Belly that out. Oh yeah. Right, now I can get the water out. Water out of there. Now I should be able to reach this bit with my fingers. So I'm just going to, so I can get down to about there. So I'm just going to push that. Like so. I'm gonna flatten this a little more, like that. I think we're looking okay there. What I am going to do, I'm going to get rid of some of this water off here, so I'll get the sponge on it. Some of this water. That's looking pretty good. So what I've got to do is chew this up a bit, because it's a bit off centre, so do that. Curve our sponge round like that. It's not bad for our first attempt at a bigger teapot. So what I am going to do now, I'm going to trim this bottom off. Now I'm trying to get used to using a sharper metal tool to do this, so we'll give it a go. So I'm going to do that, make a bit of a pig's ear of that. Not too bad. Prefer the wooden stick, I must admit. Put an undercut. Like that. Right. That's that job done. Relatively successful, I think. do like that inverse gallery thing. It does works a treat, that, because you get a nice wide edge then. So what we now need to do, we need our wire. So I want to wire nice and slow. So we don't deform it into an oval. Now, if I can get my gauges without scattering everything everywhere. That's it, got them. Right, so I need two measurements. I need that. Now I'm not sure how I'm going to do the lid yet, so I'm going to take two measurements because I've got two gauges. So I want that. So that's the outer, and I want my other gauge. I'll have to get up to get that. On the other gauge for the inner, so I'm going to attempt a different type of lid. So we'll use this one as the inside measurement. About that. So that's our inside. Other ones outside. Right, so we're wired off. I can get this fella out the way now. Give you a close up. So there's our teapot. So that's the teapot. Right. Now I've got to make some room now. Haven't thought this through very well, have I? Right, so that's that. We get another bat. As you can see, we are now double-sided on our bats, because these are the water-resistant MDF, but not enough for me. So when they're gone, I'm going back to marine ply. Right, so small amounts. So these are. So the first amount was 1300, 1.3 kilograms for the body. These are 225 grams. So we will. What we're going to do first? We're going for the new lid first, eh? Going for the new lid. Never attempted this type of lid before, so as always, I'm going to centre it, corner it up a bit. Get that clear, nice and centred. Now what I want, I think I want the inside diameter to be that. I think, how's that? So that's going to split the clear. Yeah, so I think I want that a bit narrower. Because that bit drops into the pot, so I want that about that. I mean, we can always trim a little bit off, I suppose. So we want that. Then we go off centre, and now we split the clear. bit of the clay like that, and this bit we're going to hollow it out, so we go in the middle like that, and then we do a little mini lift. So this is going to be hollow, so we just curve that back in, make it a bit rounder. That in, and then we just, so what we do, we just push down, that narrows the neck of that. So far so good. So now we've got to lift this bit and we'll slow away a bit, so we're going to so this bit is the bit that goes inside, so you've got to judge that. Never seen the assembly video of this, so my big fat head not in the way, is it? Let's see, I assume we'll be able to trim that. So we throw that up like so. So that bit's going to be, that's going to go in the teapot. So this bit now wants to go, to bend it over to go wide. Go slower. So just bending that over. Like that. So how we're doing? That's just about, that's just about on actually. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go a bit flatter. Like so. Get our water out. Out of there. Tell you what, we'll use our little skinny sponge. Get that water out of there, then we'll go back to our calipers. So I'm thinking, got to trim a little bit off. So we will use our trusty pin tool. So I'm going about there. Like that. That out the way. As you can hear, so we've got another storm coming. about right, so I'll finish that off now. So we'll run our chamois around this, I think. Like so. I think that's it. So get rid of some of this water. It's all nice, lovely. I'll wire this off as well. How doing for time? Oh, not too bad. Time for a spout. Right, so there's our lid to go with our teapot. I'll just dry my hands if I can find a cloth. Where's my cloth gone? That's that, and there we just need our last part of this video. So spout, so this is the same amount of clear as the lid, 225 grams. We've done spouts before, but this one I've noticed you've got to do a bit wider. So I've been doing my spouts quite narrow, the base is quite narrow, which makes it quite hard to attach to a pot. It's harder to get the right profile. So I'm just going to cone this up and down a couple of times. So it's got a hole in, so we can go all the way to the base. All the way out. Now, one of the problems I've found doing spouts, because you take it's not a lot sticking it to the bat or the wheel. So if you grip too hard on the clear, you pull it off the bat. So what we want to do, we want to push this while we can get our hands inside. We want to push this out now. Stretch that out a little bit. Now I'm going to I think that's alright. So now we're going to collar it right back in. And probably let trim a bit of clay off. Bit on the tall side. So we want to just thin this out. So I'm going to push it. for that profile, so it's still a bit tall, so we're going to lose this bit. Aha, too early. That's it. Now we will just get a nice shape on that. That's it, so we want to leave it a little bit longer because we will be trimming this at an angle. Hopefully it's a good pourer. And what do I want to do to finish off this? We need that sponge. Just to smooth that off a bit. Get our water out the way, like so. We'll try it with our metal blade again, so we're just gonna do that, and then that. And that's it. So there you are, we got a spout now. So we got a teapot, a spout, and then the handle will be done later because handles dry pretty quick. So we're gonna, I'm not gonna cut that off quite yet, I'm just gonna tip the water out because it's probably full of water. Yeah, I'm trying not to stress it too much. Then we'll wire it off. Like so. So there's all our 3 pieces done. Just dry my wheel off a bit. That's it. Right, I'll get them all lined up and we'll do a sum up, and thanks for watching. So I'll be back in a second. Right, got everything assembled, or well, not assembled, lined up. So we got 1.3 kilograms body, so the bottom's going to be trimmed, hopefully, if my wire stretches enough. Move my wire. So hopefully that bit, that profile there, will fit, or need very little trimming to fit into there, and that bit will fit inside here, and then that bit, our spout, to go on the side, and then have a handle, and then we're done. So relatively successful, I would say. So thanks for watching Mitford Pottery. Get our teapot in there. There we are. So Well, I learnt a lot there. I'll put credits in the video to the one I watch. I forget his name at the minute. He hasn't done many videos for a while, but excellent potter. I'll put his name in, like I say, give him a shout out. And remember, it clears the way, and I'll do an update on this at some point when it's dry, and we'll do a teapot assembly. So until then, clears the way. See you in another video very soon. Bye.